One of my favorite things about Google Sheets is when I can use it to do math for me. So I'll show you this video how to do some adding. All right, so you can see that I'm over here in cell A4. If I wanted to add up the numbers that I have in A1, A2, and A3, I can do it simply by typing equals. And that's really important. As soon as you type equals, you'll be able to use any of the formulas. If you don't type equals, then it would just think that you were typing in the cells like we've been doing. So you have to start with equals when you're going to use a formula. So I've got equals, and then I can click on the cell that contains the things that I want to add. So I'll start with A1, and then I will click the plus sign, and then A2, type a plus sign, and A3. Those are the three things that I want to add together. I've got them all typed in right here. I just hit enter and it does the math for me. Now the cool thing is that if I change any of these numbers, it figures out the new total without me having to type in any information. Now, if I wanted to type in the formula to add a bunch of numbers, but I didn't want to have to click on each individual cell, I could do that a little bit easier. And that makes sense when I have a lot more numbers. So I'll start with the equal sign again. This time I'm going to type SUM. If you remember from your math classes, sum is the total when we're talking about addition. So I'll type SUM. Google Sheets knows that I'm talking about adding. I'm going to type Shift 9 to open my parentheses. And then I'm going to click on the first number, and I'm going to drag so that I'm highlighting all the numbers. And then I'm going to click Shift 0 to close the parentheses. So now it reads equals sum parentheses D1 colon D5. So it's adding all the numbers in this range. I hit enter, I get my total, and then just like before, I can change the numbers and it recalculates the math for me. Okay? Now, the last one I want to show you is if I wanted to add up numbers in an order, but I didn't want to have to type the formula every single time. So what I would do is type equals. I would do sum again. And let's say I wanted to add G1, H1, and I1. So I'll go across this time, close my parentheses, hit enter, and I've still got it. Still got my total, I mean. Do you see this little square right here in the corner? If I get close to that, you can see my mouse changes from an arrow to a cross. If I click on that little tiny square when I have the cross and drag it down, I'm copying that formula all the way down. And Google Sheets is smart enough to know that in this case I want to add G2, G3, G2, H2, and I2. You can see my formula over here. All right, so if you watch over there, now it's doing G3 through I3. And if I click on this last one, G4 through I4. So you don't have to type in the formula every single time if you're able to just drag the formula down.